Meher Baba ki jai.
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जाए.
Avatar
Uh,
Meher Baba ki jai.
yeah. Ashok ji, you want to start by reading How to Love God? Please go ahead.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. How to love God? To love God, the most practical way is to love our fellow beings. If we feel for others the same way as we feel for our own dear ones, we love God. If instead of seeing faults in others, we look within ourselves, we are loving God. If instead of robbing others to help ourselves, we rob ourselves, help others, we are loving God. If we suffer in the suffering of others and feel happy in the happiness of others, we are loving God. If instead of worrying over our own misfortunes, we think of ourselves more fortunate than many, many others, we are loving God. If we endure a lot with patience and contentment, accepting it as His will, we are loving God. If we understand and feel the greatest act of devotion and worship to God is not to hurt or harm any of His beings, we are loving God. To love God as He ought to be loved, we must live for God and die for God, knowing that the goal of all life is to love God and find Him as our own self. Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Over to
Thank
you,
you.
and thank you, Karthik. Yes.
Thank you, Ashok ji. Thank you so much for reading. And let's pick up from where we left off. Mama ji, are you in a position to start by reading first?
Yes, yes. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So we are on page. Uh, Something funny here. Hold on. Let me give me a second. Yeah, I think we read the wrong section the last time, did we?
uh, yes,
Last
last
week.
time when Ashit handled the show, I had a doubt
Uh-huh.
that we were reading previous thing.
I think that's exactly what has happened.
Yes,
Okay, so let's pick up from.
2 weeks back, what you had left would be.
Yeah. That's basically before Amartiti, so that's
Yes,
way behind. We are in UP, I think, Hamirpur, right? That's
yes,
where we
yes.
were. Yes, Hamirpur. So that's correct. So let's start with page 1485.
Oh,
That is, I mean, basically
third
58,
one.
yeah, 58 of volume 5. 58,
Okay.
page 58 of volume 5. So let's start from there. Apologies on that confusion. Yes, let's continue. Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba.
It starts from as there were several.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I'll adjust it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. As there were several other villages Baba planned to visit that day, he did not distribute prasads as he usually did at a darshan program. Baba told those assembled that because people were waiting for him en route, he could not stay longer or distribute prasad. Take my prasad of blessings. Baba gestured as he stood, raised his hands in blessing to the crowd, and then left the pandal. Baba got into the car, but there were so many people crowding about, hoping for one more glimpse of his radiant form, that Baba compassionately got out and climbed on top of the bus to give all their his darshan. Even so, the people were unwilling to disperse, so eager were they to have another few moments in the God man's company. It proved very difficult to get the car and the bus out of the crowd. Baba called for Kumar, whom he had appointed as CO, commanding officer, to deal with such situations. All took up the cry for Kumar, but it turned out he was on the bus which had been pushed aside so that Baba's car could pass. Later, Baba admonished Kumar for neglecting his duty and told him that thereafter he should take care to see that he was always near Baba in case he was needed until Baba got into his car. On the other hand, Kumar knew that once Baba started to leave, he wanted all the mandali to board the bus quickly so it could follow Baba's car without delay. That was why Kumar had gotten in the bus as soon as Baba's car had started to move. To live with Baba and please him was not an easy thing. Traveling with Baba was no vacation, but an arduous and exacting ordeal wherein obedience was taken for granted, and what counted was the degree to which one could happily forget oneself in pleasing Baba. The mind has a tendency, when confronted with orders from anyone, to question or to justify one's inability to comply. Some, even after their hearts have been drawn into the love orbit of Meher Baba, find it difficult to cheerfully subordinate their will to his. But the life of those who live with Baba and for the way of love for any who wish to please him is, as Francis Babazon Ghazal illustrates quite differently. Francis Brabazon's Ghazal. Okay.
That's what he's quoting. So he's
Yes.
saying it's very difficult to subordinate the will.
Okay.
Then he's giving the ghazal.
Mind demands proof of what is entirely beyond mind. One day it will learn to sit still and not ask and find. Love delights in poetry and parables. Of itself it is truth. Mind demands the prose of logic because it is insecure. Love delights in poetry and parables. Of itself it is pure. Mind demands the prose of logic because it is insecure. Let the demander question and sought for thrash is his treasure. Let the demander question and sought for thrash is his treasure. The lover has another occupation, his beloved's pleasure. Like,
Very, very beautiful. It's In Dust I Sing. By the way, that's another book of ghazals. I'm tempted to
uh,
take that up for reading sooner than later. I was talking to Tota Nageshwar Rao Garu, and he told me how it is very, very beautiful. So I can see this is a good example of that. Just read the
okay.
first line. It's
Who
again,
who wrote that?
what's that?
Can you read the entire
Francis
ghazal
Brabazon.
again?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Please, please.
Mind
Who wrote
demands
this book? Who
Francis
wrote this book?
Brabazon. Francis
Oh,
Francis.
Brabazon.
Francis. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jai Baba. Thank
Mind demands proof of what is entirely beyond mind. One day it will learn to sit still and not ask and find. Love delights in poetry and parables. Of itself it is sure. Mind demands the prose of logic because it is insecure. Let the demander question and talk, for trash is his treasure. The lover has another occupation, his beloved's pleasure.
So in the first line, it's not sure if he is on the path, but even without being on the path, you can be delighted by poetry and parables. But he defines true love in the second one, where he says the true lover has another occupation, is his beloved's pleasure.
Pleasure.
And the mind will be lost in questioning and sorting, and then what you get is only trash. And yeah, amazing, very nice, very very nice. All of these need thinking and discussion like this. I'm glad he shared this. Yeah, beautiful. Let's continue.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, 1954, Part 4. Rock like faith, flame like love. When Meher Baba left Danori on February 7th, his tour of the Hamirpur district was more than half over. It was filled with and characterized by the humble love and faith of the villagers who flocked to have Baba's darshan. Baba in turn was most loving to them in an informal yet intimate way, and his message to them, which were given spontaneously, reflect his compassion and constitute a rich heritage for humanity. How awe-inspiring to think that during that week in February, God in human form was going from village to village in a remote, undeveloped area of India, revealing to the people the profundity of his being, the infinite one, in the utter simplicity of love. An hour after leaving the darshan program at Dhanauri, Baba was in Muskara where he visited a junior high school. Every such occasion aglow with Baba's presence was its participant was to its participants a sacred spiritual festival. It reminded fragrant it remained fragrant for them with its lively association. To the pupils as well as the villagers who had assembled to offer their respect, Baba spelled out on his board the following few words. I feel very happy to be among you all. I feel every one of you to be mine, and I want the want that every one of you should make me yours. I am the emperor of emperors, but I am the slave of those who love me. My coming here would be worth it if you could love me. I give you my blessing. Although Baba had originally agreed to give public darshan at 9 different villages and towns in Hamirpur, he actually ended up giving darshan at many more places. Whenever Whenever people heard that Baba's car was going to pass by their village, they would all congregate on the road hours before he was to due. He was due, and invariably Baba would have his car stopped and would give his love and blessings to them. At Nadora, for instance, a day or so earlier, around 400 people had gathered on the road singing Jai Meher Baba, Jai Meher Baba. And Hare Baba, Hare Baba, Baba Baba, Hare Hare. Oh, this is the new thing. Hare Baba, Hare Baba, Baba Baba, Hare Hare. As Baba's car approached, a number of women from the village came rushing forward. Baba gave darshan to all, and just as he was about to leave, another group of women was noticed hurrying to the spot. Baba got down from the car and sat on the ground and waited for them, thus allowing those who were already there a few more precious moments in his presence. When the woman arrived, Baba touched the head of one and an elderly woman who kept repeating Jai constantly and blessed her with his touch. Later, Baba casually mentioned to the Mandli that there had been something special behind that particular contact, but he did elaborate further. It is hard to estimate the number of people who had Baba's darshan during this tour, but it was obviously in the thousands. Baba ended up stopping at most of the villages along his route. At most places, Baba distributed prasad with his own hands. Wherever Baba went, the people, irrespective of caste, religion, age or sex, flocked to him and seemed overwhelmed by his divine presence. As Kishan Singh writes, it seemed as if the divine Sati, tavern keeper, was busy making everyone intoxicated with his wine of love. Poor and rich alike were busy drinking this wine, forgetting all about their differences in worldly status. Yet when Baba reached Thani in the afternoon of the seventh, only a few villages were present. This was because most of them, not being particular about time, had gone to a nearby fair. They were having a good time, enjoying the delights of fair, and entranced, entranced by a wrestling match being held there, unaware that very moment Baba was sitting on the veranda of the government village dispensary, giving darshan to the few who had stayed behind. When the villagers learned that Baba had arrived, they came rushing back from the fair. The rest of the wrestling matches were cancelled, and over 1,000 people ran back to Tani, arriving at the dispensary just as Baba had gotten in his car and was starting to drive off. The crowd surged around Baba's car, and despite requests from the Mandli, refused to budge. In fact, those closest to the car probably could not have moved even if they had wanted to, as so many others at the back of the crowd were pressing forward to try and get a glimpse of Baba. Seeing their enthusiasm, Baba agreed to come out and give darshan if they would all sit in an orderly fashion. Within 5 minutes, about 1,500 people were sitting quietly around a platform in front of the dispensary. Baba, with his glowing eyes and a soft radiance about him, sat on the platform so all could see him. At such times, there often appeared on Baba's face a serene sweetness which is impossible to describe, but which melted the hearts of all who were fortunate enough to witness it. Baba's compassion and love were so divinely blended that the poor villagers felt themselves immeasurably enriched at having his darshan. Baba dictated on his board, if you have rock-like faith in God and flame-like love for God, nothing in this world will affect you. Flattery will not touch you. Happiness will not harm you. Misery will not, happiness will not humor you. Uh, Misery will not trouble you. I give you all my blessings to love me and find that God alone is real, and that will make you rise above this imaginary phenomena and to make you understand that Baba alone is real.
Hey, if I can
Okay?
pause you,
Yes, yes.
what is flame like love?
Flame like love.
Rock like faith, I can understand. Solid
Uh,
faith, unswerving faith, whatever. What is flame like love? I think this analogy is used by the Sufis, but that's with the moth and the flame, right?
uh, yes,
The
yes.
moth goes and gets killed by the attraction of the flame. That's what I can think. But flame like love, I don't know. Anybody?
Jeva Karthik, that is exactly what I think the analogy which you said is correct. That means that you are so much in love that you are not bothered about your life, and that's what is said by
Then it
Baba.
should
That
be moth like love.
yeah, okay, not like love. And also, one more thing I wanted to point out is that what magnetism of people who wanted to have his darshan, and Baba came out to give darshan. So Hamirpur is really
Yes, yes,
special
very,
in the
very
sense that there's a tremendous amount of magnetism, and it is reflected both ways, also by the people. And Baba, the compassionate one, responds. He came out of the car, he gave darshan, people sat down in 5 minutes, in
good.
100 people getting organized is really, it shows the love and real obedience. What we read in
True.
Seven Realities, they really obeyed him, and the real love is something which comes to my mind. I thought I'll share.
No, no, very true, very true. Those were, I'm sure, those were the thoughts all of us were having reading this section,
Yes,
saying what a blessed lot these people were, and how responsive Baba was to their love, and I'm sure they were deserving.
yes.
So, yeah, very nice.
Another
The
thought that's coming to me was I was listening to Yirich's talk, and
Hmm.
then Yirich was talking about living in Mehrabad is not easy. Not everybody can live in Mehrabad, and it's like a flame, you know. And that's how he was explaining. Not everybody
Okay.
can live near the flame, and it is love as well as flame. That's how he was explaining, Yirich.
A flame that can singe and burn and hurt, but a flame that can envelop you with love, something like that.
Right, something like that. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Okay.
yeah.
I
Interesting.
get the I get the imagery of Sati ritual where uh, that love engulfs the
Yeah.
Sati with those flames. They are not bothered about anything other than
Mm,
being with the beloved.
true.
So,
The
so
another
If
point is
if
that is the
practiced
place.
in that, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Ravi.
That is the place where best place to live if you are prepared to be burned all your sanskaras.
Mm, yeah.
yes,
And burning the sanskaras means you are in the fast track, and you also have to be prepared and ready for that to withstand that heat of burning the sanskaras. Most of us want to be like we want to be enjoy the life at the same time burn the sanskaras. In our own pace.
yes,
That's
yes.
probably another point that reflects on this flame.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Jai Baba Karthik, another
Yeah.
uh, thought which comes is that flame is for purification, as Ravi put it, burning of
Mm,
sanskaras or equating sanskaras. So flame like flame like love, or something like that, which is there in the previous paragraph, is basically burning your also be, burning your sanskaras, or you know redeeming your sanskaras and making it coming to near equal, or in quality and quantity, as a precondition for God realization.
Yes. Yes.
It's not mentioned there.
Yes, yes, yes. No, it is mentioned. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue.
Okay. At the close of this program, Nana Kher and Pankaj Raj sang Baba's Aarti in Marathi, which had been composed by Dr. C.D. Deshmukh. The refrain was Meher Baba Sri Guru Raya, O Meher Baba, glorious, majestic Master, bowing down to your feet, O purifier, we perform your Aarti with the flame of love. This Aarti was sung throughout both the Hamirpur and Andhra tours of 1954. What counts where? After leaving Chani, Baba reached Hamirpur that evening and spent the night at a Thak bungalow. Early the next morning, Baba was in the mood to give one of his infrequent discourses. He dictated the following profound message to Meherji, which Erich read from the board. In the material world, every p that is cent of money counts. In the subtle world, every ounce of energy counts. In the mental world, every force of thought counts. In the beyond state, only God counts, and in the realm of the God man, everything counts as nothing, and nothing counts as everything. Oh, great. In the
Amazing.
material world, every cent of money counts. In the subtle world, every ounce of energy counts. In the mental world, every force of thought counts. In the beyond state, every God, only God counts, and in the realm of God man, everything counts as nothing, and nothing counts as everything. By this time,
So,
more, yes,
go ahead. I'm just seeing the difference between God, man, and beyond state. So, in the beyond state, only God counts. And I think this statement, everything counts as nothing and nothing counts as everything, applies to uh, even the beyond state, including the beyond state, right?
yes, yes.
In the, yeah, that's all. So,
That
though
is,
there is a,
no, what has say, God's state is sort of a realization, whereas God man is in front of you. So
yeah,
both,
both, yeah,
both.
both, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the nearness and the contact and all that is given and experienced by God man
So
in
he
this.
sees big everything. He sees big everything and is in constant clarity that it is nothing, and hence nothing counts as everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mamaji, can I request you to read the last line again, please?
Yes. Yes. In the beyond state, only God counts, and in the realm of God man, everything counts as nothing, and nothing counts as everything. By this
So
time,
when you read it the second time, I'm asking, so how does the nothing count as everything?
Think,
Right.
can I can I
So
come in or can I come
yeah,
in?
yeah, please, please,
the,
please.
This is what I think, So Baba is a God man, right? For
Mhm.
Baba, he knows what is beyond state of God or beyond state of God, but he's now living as a human being, purely human being. And as a perfect human being, he see God in everything, in the nothing. Everything means nothing, right? In this creation world, what we see is the world. What he sees is the world, but he sees God in everything, and also nothing. He also sees nothing. That's what I think.
He
that
sees
nothing
nothing,
counts.
but then Yeah.
No,
Correct.
the second, nothing counts as everything. Is what is around us is, as Ravi told, no, is all nothing. That nothing itself counts as everything because the God man is manifesting and covering everything of that nothingness.
And he's able to see the uh, see, experience, and I mean, basically, he's seeing the divinity in everything.
Yes, and
Yeah, yeah. And that is the see what Baba said in a different book was, I forgot which book was. As long as we have gross sanskaras, we see only outward. Let's say we all saw a mango tree. We see outward tree and mangoes, outward thing. We don't even know how the taste is and how many leaves are there. We see leaves, very generally outward. The man in the subtle world, he sees the energy part of the same tree. And in the fifth plane, sixth plane, they see God in that mango tree. And they also see, I don't know how they see, to be honest with you. But Baba sees all of them together. As a man, he sees a mango tree. And also as a God, he sees also God in that mango tree.
yeah,
And Baba said that's the perfect way of experiencing the world. Only
Beautiful
when we see
explanation.
God. Yeah. Jai
Beautiful
Baba. Thank you.
explanation, and
yeah,
I think that gives a lot of clarity. The stages of what we perceive, right, as mere mortals to God man. Very nice. Thank you.
Jay Baba, can I
Yeah, yeah, please.
see? There's another way of looking at it. You know, everything is equal to reality, or and nothing is equal to
Bigger.
duality. So there are two different mutually exclusive world, but you require both to reach. You have to overcome duality by burning your sanskaras, which Mamaji mentioned, and then reach the world of reality. Is the way I look at it. I mean, that's a very simplistic way of putting it, but that's the way I interpret this also.
And you are correct.
yeah. The chart, the circle chart, what we usually refer to,
Mhm.
nothing is contained in that everything. That
Correct.
concept we have to absorb completely. So that realization comes. So the God man, when he is living with amongst the people here, different souls, uh, apart from experiencing the same thing all the time, but he is able to deliver that experience to people around him. So he makes that realization possible to many as he is available in this advent. So that is what is
Correct.
we grasp here. So we may struggle so much to get the realization on our own, or maybe with all difficulty. But when God man is there, He will make you do that in a jiffy. If
Mm,
you are
mm.
really in love with Him, that's the
Correct.
purport properly out of there.
Correct, Mamaji. You require the grace of the perfect master. Yes.
Yeah. So we have to register this and be convinced of this. This is the diagram you are referring to, I hope.
This
Or
one
was
and
it the
the
God's
other one.
fixed chart?
Yes,
God's
yes.
fixed chart.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. I think that
Okay.
is chart 6. We'll get back. By the way, maybe we can also rotate the reading. So,
Okay.
any other of you who want to read, then they can jump in. Thank you, Mamaji.
Okay. Thank you.
Ravi, you want to read?
Yeah, I can read. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
By this time.
Jai Baba. By this time, more of the Mandli had entered the room, and Baba continued. God does not listen to the language of the tongue, which consists of jap, zikr, and mantras. He does not listen to the language of the mind, which, which consists of thoughts about God through meditation and concentration. He listens only to the language of the heart, which is love. So, love God and become free in this very life. This love can be expressed in various ways, ultimately resulting in the union with God. The practical way for the common man to express this love while attending to everyday life's duties is to speak lovingly, think lovingly, and act lovingly towards all mankind, irrespective of caste, creed, and position, taking God to be present in each and every one. He told the whole Vedanta or spirituality in these two paragraphs.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
worth, it's
How?
worth highlighting the previous because there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of potent message in the earlier paragraph. Karthik?
Yes. 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 I believe it.
Yes, yes. And how many people we know, they think they do japa, they chant mantras, and they think, oh, we have done our job. Now let's go on with our own enjoyment in the field, in the life, in the world, you know. That
Yeah.
doesn't work. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's worth reading again. Let me read again.
Sure. Sure.
Karthik.
Yeah. Yeah. Please. Why not? Yeah.
God does not listen to the language of the tongue, which consists of jap. What is zikr? Do you have any idea? Zikr?
Zikr.
Uh,
Zikr is Arabic. So that's also
Uh,
chanting. Remember the counters they
chanting.
use,
Yeah.
and they use
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
beads also.
Mala,
So
mala.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. So they that is zikr, and I think
Mm.
some form of that is also smaran. Smaran is in Sikhism.
Smart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Smart.
smaran.
Simran,
So
Simran, Simran.
Simran, Simran. Yeah, Simran. Correct. Correct. Correct.
So basically,
He does
basically,
not. Go
basically,
ahead, Kash.
Baba, sorry to interrupt, Ravi. Basically,
No
it's
problem.
karma kanda, jap, zikr, and mantra are basically they are saying that it's sort of it is a karma kanda, or let's say it's not doesn't it doesn't lead to the ultimate goal. It's you're just trying to be rudimentary or ritualistic, which Baba has said he wants to do away with rituals. Only love
Mm.
is what comes
Only
to.
love.
I mean, only love me with sincerity. I mean,
Mm.
there's no.
Only no, no, correct, very correct. Only rider or caveat I'm going to add is if you read discourses, Baba says doing see not just discourses, right? Remember him by calling his name aloud, which is like use of the tongue. It is like a mantra. It is like zikr. It's like jap. He has also said that. So everything is contextual. The context
Yes,
is the mere use of the tongue, like Ravi was saying, just do it and say, I'm done. Right? Just say it and it's chant and I'm done. That is of no use. Doing it with the heart. That's what Baba says in discourses. If you're saying anything, doing anything with the heart, then it's fine. With pure love, with love for God. So with
Yeah.
that in mind, let's read this again.
so it's basically namaswaran with pure love.
With love for God. Yes, with love for God. Because Baba also gives so much importance to Smaran, right? And continuous remembrance, continuous mention of his name. So that should be seen in the context of this in this way. He's
Yeah.
not disregarding that. Yeah.
See, even I remember we have read in Ashok Listen Humanity in the first part, where all these four language people come from all four different states like Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, and Telugu. Hindi, and Telugu, I think. Telugu, Gujarati, Hindi, Marathi. I think four language people. 3 incredible weeks.
Correct.
During the time, Don Stevens writes in one day when Baba comes, he comes in the blue car, And then when he enters, everybody shouts, Avtar Meher Baba ki jai, Avtar Meher Baba ki jai, and they garland him. And right at that moment, Baba steps and he was very serious. And he says, these garlands, these Avatar Meher Baba ki jai, you were shouting, and the way you're looking at me as though I'm a god walking and coming towards you, they don't mean anything. That's what Baba said. Only thing that matters is your love for me in your heart. That's what he says. Remember, Ashok? Do you remember that in Listen
Yeah,
Humanity?
it is in Listen Humanity.
Yeah. There also he gives very profound uh, to love. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's reread now from the
Okay.
whole highlighted portion. Yeah, please.
Yeah. God does not listen to the language of the tongue, which consists of jap, zikr, and mantras. He does not listen to the language of the mind, which consists of thoughts about God through meditation and concentration. He listens only to the language of the heart, which is love. So love God and become free in this very life. This love can be expressed in various ways, ultimately resulting in union with God. The practical way for the common man to express this love while attending to his everyday life's duties is to speak lovingly, think lovingly, and act lovingly towards all mankind, irrespective of caste, creed, and position, taking God to be present and each and every one. Wow, what a
That
powerful thing.
second paragraph
Uh-huh.
also involves the three levels which I had referred to earlier.
Mm,
So, uh, speak lovingly, that is the tongue. Think
mm,
lovingly, that is the mind. And act
mm.
lovingly towards the mankind, that's the heart. So
Yeah.
all these
Oh, beautiful.
together, put together.
Manasa,
Absolutely.
manasa, vacha, karmana. In
Vacha,
Karmana.
Sanskrit,
manasa, yes, yes.
manasa, vacha, karmana. Manasa to think, vacha to speak, karmana in actions.
Act.
We have to sow loving. Yeah. Irrespective of caste, creed, and position, taking God to be present and each and every one. Later
Beautiful.
that morning, another point I would like to say is I chant. I have so much, certain number I like to finish, and that number is finishing the number important, or and how many times do you really wholeheartedly think of Baba? If I count that, a lot of times I do mechanically also. But
Yes.
what you know, but that doesn't mean I should stop chanting. Even if I do, let's say if I do, I'm doing 100 times. Let's say 99 times my mind is somewhere and chanting Baba's name. Let's say one time out of 100 times, I remember Baba wholeheartedly and chant. That's enough. But just to chant one time, probably I need 100 times of mechanical chant. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I want to say.
absolutely. True. Very good point. So please
Yeah,
chant, please remember Baba, please do all of those things, but with his true remembrance and true love.
that is important. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we need practice, right? We need
yeah.
practice
To get to that, yes.
to get to that. Yeah.
So true, Karthik. We will do it with absolute pure divine love. And Ravi ji, just what another thought which comes to me, we discussed earlier, is that chanting Baba's name is like a mosquito net. It keeps away all the other thoughts away. So there's no harm
Hmm.
in Nam Smaran. You're on the path. Maybe you do it once or twice without any with pure love, but but that's the path. See, we from the world of duality to reality, we have our responsibilities. We have our. It also says in the previous paragraph, do not shirk your responsibilities. Is what comes to my mind. In the earlier paragraph, it says you have to be take care of your worldly duties. But chanting Mama's chanting Baba's name uh, is is one way to the path. And when you do it often, then there is a time when you do it, when you may even reach and do it without any uh, without any ego or without any uh, reward in the mind. You just do it out of love. So,
Yeah.
and that's what we are doing. We are doing in this group for last 5 years, since March 20. We at least try to learn and cherish Baba's teachings. Jai Baba.
Okay. But if you can allow me, I would like to talk about a few points here, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Uh,
sure.
Another point, another thing I practice is every morning. The first thing I do is to, of course, chant Baba's name before I wake up, and then stand before Baba, say the entrance prayer. And then second thing I do is come to the take my brush and brush for 2 minutes. I have this electrical brush. It vibrates for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, I walk inside the home. While walking, I keep chanting Baba's name, saying, Baba, you are brushing. Baba, you are brushing. Baba, you are brushing. What I'm practicing is when I'm doing the just simple act of brushing, I'm trying to eliminate my eye consciousness. Instead of thinking I'm brushing, by saying Baba, brushing, remembering Baba, uh, I am trying to eliminate myself. That is our whole goal, right? While we love Baba, what is we have to do is to love Baba more and more. How do we love Baba more and more? Is to eliminate that imaginary I consciousness. Then only we can experience that God state. So it's a little practice I do.
Yes.
Uh, okay. Second thing
Oh,
is that, oh, yeah, go ahead.
I said keep going. I want to know how long you carry this. So
How
brushing
long?
and then keep going. Yeah, yeah. Please keep going.
Yeah,
Describe what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The second point is at one time I used to bring in Baba pictures. Any picture, so many pictures are there, right? So many Washington pose, Chenmaya Mudra pose, Baba sitting pose, all these things. We bring one picture, but later on, what by practice and practice, I keep Baba alive there. I, I talk to Baba. I feel Baba is alive in my heart. That makes a big difference rather than remembering a picture. Remembering a picture is just a picture, right? It's on the wall. Now it's in my heart. But the evolution part of that practice will come when we feel the presence of God alive in our heart. That way we can talk to Him. He responds sometimes, but we think He's not there because we are so much used to seeing things and believing what we are seeing. But Baba, we cannot see Baba. It is there in our heart. It is the belief that makes us feel the presence of Baba. That's what we have to practice. That becomes reality one day. So keeping Baba alive, that he's actively, because Baba said number of times, I observe what you're doing. I am alive in your heart. So there's another stage of practice. Jai Baba.
Excellent point. I think this is what even Erich has said in one of the talks, right? Keep doing it, keep
Mm,
doing it. You will slip again, get back,
mm,
but there's no option but to resurrect the
mm.
provisional working ego, and
Yeah.
it will keep we will keep losing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Okay, when you say
Yeah.
brush, okay, you think of Baba, then you get out, you do some work, and then sometime the ego again comes back, right? And
It's okay.
you lose
Yeah.
sight, the lose sight of that. So, and if that
Mm.
happens, just resurrect again. Say,
Yeah.
yes, this
Yeah.
is Baba. Yeah,
Yeah. This
Baba.
is
Now let's, Baba, you're doing this. Now, Baba. So again and again, you will slip.
yeah.
Again and again, you have to bring it back. And
Mm.
if Enuch is saying that, you know how important it is. It's all
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
The
so easy.
one fine aspect of this is, say, when we are with our ego and try to do certain things, the way we may do it is different from when we make Baba in us make a thing. So that is the gradual
So,
progress that you will
Mm.
achieve. So
Right. Right.
egolessness
Right.
and then the action done with the divine making you do it will make a lot of difference in the progress. I think.
Mm.
Jai Baba.
Yeah. Jai Baba. Jai.
Jai Baba. Please.
Jai Baba. Yeah.
Please continue.
Later that morning, Baba paid visits to the homes of 10 of his lovers. In addition to the principal workers such as Keshan Nigam, Bhavani Prasad, and Ram Shankar, he also visited the homes of a student named Ramlal, an office boy. I am
Imam.
what is this? Imam
Imam
Ali.
Ali.
Hmm. And an office boy, Imam Ali. Okay. He also visited the homes of a student named Ramlal and an office boy, Imam Ali. Pukar's flour mill was inaugurated by Baba, visiting it and pouring grain into it with his own hands. The mill was thus started for the first time in Baba's august presence. Although it was still only 9 in the morning, a large crowd had gathered at the darshan ground. The sun was softly shining, and it was a glorious day. At public gatherings of this sort, Baba's splendor radiated outward, so that even those sitting in the last line, at quite a distance from Baba, felt the warmth of his intimacy. Each one had the impression that Baba was sitting there, aware of their presence, and bestowing his love on them in a special personal way. At such programs, in addition to the bhajans and artis, which were sung, local Baba lovers usually gave welcoming speeches to Baba as well. Pukar's brief introduction on this occasion was unusual, as he began by confessing that in the past he had discouraged his acquaintances from loving Baba. On several occasions, he had warned them against making the mistake of surrendering completely to Baba. But now he continued. He realized his mistake. Baba was the fountain of love. To all who were interested, Pukar now wanted to testify to Baba's greatness. And those who scoffed, as he had done, would eventually have to admit their own ignorance in failing to recognize Meher Baba's godhood. As the, as the crowd filed past, one by one, Baba folded his hands in namaskar. Sometimes he would sit motionless, sometimes he seemed preoccupied, and the rapid movement of his index finger seemed to suggest he was working on the inner planes. And then again, Baba would seem at other times to be fully interested in what was happening around him, familiarly asking those who passed by around the members of their family, taking a personal interest in them and making them feel that they held a special place in his heart. Just want to bring a point here. At one time, can you go back to the previous page? Remember Baba, a number of movies, Baba, we saw Baba moving his fingers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, there was
Absolutely.
always a question, what is Baba doing? This thing came out, oh, Baba is doing inner work or outward work. So I happened to go to Merajat and Irich was talking, and this question came, why is Baba moving his fingers? And Irich said, whenever there is time, he chants his own name, it seems.
Wow.
Somehow, Baba chanting his own Nam Jap. Uh, in that process, he moves the fingers, maybe counting, or I don't know what it is. But that's what it is related to. He mentioned something like it is not that he is doing universal work or avataric work, but he was chanting his own name. Yeah, that's what it was.
Wow. Very interesting.
Hmm. The message Baba gave to the public was similar to the discourse he had given earlier that morning. We are all one, everyone, rich, poor, man, woman, small, big, literate, illiterate, is entitled to realize the divinity that is equally within us all. And the only way to know ourselves as God is by loving Him. God does not listen to the language of the tongue. God does not listen to the language of mind. He only listens to the language of the heart, which consists of love. And this love does not need ceremonies or shows, but only silent devotion for the beloved. My goodness, silent devotion. Yeah. Infinite honesty is one of the aspects of God. So the least hypocrisy creeping in ourselves keeps us aloof from God. I'm happy to be among you all and give you all my blessings. By your love,
Jai,
make
Jai
me
Baba,
your slave. Mm,
Jai Baba, you can
mm,
highlight the past paragraph also. I think it's
mm.
Yeah,
worth.
yeah.
It's my suggestion. Suggestion.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So
this is the
it's
same thing.
only, yeah, the message was very similar to the earlier one, but
Yeah, yeah.
I just
Mm,
picked up.
mm. See, this is also very interesting. Silent devotion for the beloved. Silent
Yeah.
devotion. Yeah, silent devotion. Yeah. From
Okay.
Hamirpur, Baba,
Yeah. By your
Baba,
love, make me your slave. Yeah. Thank
by
you.
your love, make me your slave. Yeah. From Hamirpur, Baba traveled to Ingota, where he visited the homes of the Paliwal and Nigam families. Both were members of the reception committee. It was Lakshmi Chand, Paliwal's house, that Pukar, during Baba's first visit in November 1952, saw Baba in the form of Rama. It was a turning point in Pukar's life, for it was this experience which led him to wholeheartedly accept Baba as his master.
Cross
After
reference.
the,
Yeah, it's from volume 3 of the same book, page 208, where this experience is recounted.
yeah. After the house visits on the morning of February 8, 1954, a darshan program had been arranged for that afternoon. It was a common practice in the Hamipur area to shower flowers on Baba. Now at Ingota, as Baba's car approached the darshan grounds, the crowd lining the road showered it with flowers. It seemed to be raining blossoms.
As Baba entered the pandal, flowers continued to be tossed on him from all directions. And sorry, from all directions. It was an incredible sight, like a soft fireworks display created out of flowers. A man named Varma got up and told the crowd that he had come from Allahabad for Baba's darshan, even though all his companions had urged him to stay and bathe in the Triveni, the confluence of the three rivers, Ganges, Jamuna, and Saraswati, considered very holy on the auspicious day of the Kumbh Mela. He proclaimed that by coming for Baba's darshan instead, he was bathing in the holiest Triveni of all, and went on to impress upon everyone how fortunate they all were to be able to avail themselves at this rare opportunity to be in God man's physical presence. Baba's message for this program was the only reality is to experience the infinite within us. We are all one. From the beginningless beginning to the endless end, we all were, are, and will be one. I am within you all. I give you all my blessings so that you can love me and by your love make me your slave. This can be
Very
highlighted.
profound,
Yeah,
very, very profound.
very
So with your
profound. Yeah.
love, you make me a slave. Right, yeah.
Correct, Karthik. If I may just give a comment, there is also
Please,
a song,
please.
All Are One, sang during the East West gathering. Uh,
Mm.
you will find it in YouTube. All Are One. It's a beautiful, uh, I know it's a beautiful song, although we are reading prose, but it's got a lot of meaning in that. You all can look it up.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Baba spent the night in Ingota and traveled the next morning to Khanna, arriving there long before he was scheduled to. There were very few people, therefore, standing near the place that had been selected as the site for Baba's darshan. But when the villagers saw Baba's car, they rushed to it. Baba gave darshan to them. But as there were many who were still coming, Baba walked straight into the interior of the village. Here, Baba sat on a raised platform in the street while the villagers beat a drum, which was their usual method of announcing that all should assemble. Baba spelled out on his board that instead of their coming to Baba, Baba had come to them. He then proceeded to give darshan to one and all fortunate people. As Baba was returning from Khanna, he noticed that one of his close ones, who had been ordered to stay near him, was leisurely walking behind. Baba called him forward and admonished him for his negligence. It seems as if Baba was all love for the masses, but a strict taskmaster for those traveling with him. Ask for my
That's a
forgiveness.
very nice, I think all of us will relate to that, right?
Yeah,
So, and
yeah.
we have seen so many experiences. He
Mhm.
has all love for everybody, but it's not easy for those who love him and who want to follow him.
Yeah. At
By the way,
Mahoba.
if you want to rotate the reading, that's also fine. If
Yeah.
anybody else wants to read,
I can.
Ashokji, you want to read?
Yeah,
Sheesh. Okay, sure, sure.
I can. I can.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Raviji. And by the way, it's
Jai
earlier
Baba.
today because I have a hard stop. So, Ashokji, you can read from this
Uh,
section. Thank you, Raviji, for reading.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
uh, Meher Baba
maybe
ki jai.
10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then few minutes for Ashish. He also,
Oh yeah. If you Ashish wants to read, start. You can.
no, it's okay. You do 10 minutes, and then he does a few minutes. Just read for some time, please. Right.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Ask for my forgiveness. At Mahoba, which was the next stop on Baba's itinerary, he visited the home of Ram Sevak Khare. There, at the urging of Gaya Prasad, Baba participated in a very traditional Hindu form of worship. In general, Baba would not perform such ceremonies, nor did he encourage his followers to hold them. Yet, out of love for Gaya Prasad, Baba agreed to take part in it for a while. It was at Ram Sevak Khare's house that Janak Singh saw Baba again. Janak lived in Nauranga, which was but was going to school at Allahabad. Janak's father, Babu Ram Prasad, was one of the main workers for Baba in Nauranga. Janak had returned home on February 3rd with food and baked goods for Baba and his mandli. Having had Baba's darshan at Nauranga, he was now preparing to return to Allahabad. He had come to Mohaba to catch the train, but when he learned that Baba was there, he decided to take the opportunity to see him again. So it was that Janak saw Baba once more. Baba said that Janak should now go to should now go straight back to Allahabad. As Janak left his house, his friend Dilipat saw him and inquired where he was going. Janak said he was going to catch the next train for Allahabad. But why not come to Meheva, where there will be a program this evening? Dilipat asked him. This seemed like a good idea to Janak, who was eager to see more of Baba. In fact, at the exciting prospect of spending the evening attending a Baba program, Janak totally forgot what Baba had just told him about returning straight back to Allahabad. The thought that by going to Meheva he would be disobeying Baba never occurred to him. Nor is this surprising after all. Janak was due to Baba and he did not realize that Baba sometimes gave orders in a rather offhand manner as if he was merely making a suggestion. What makes it so hard to obey Baba is that often one is not even conscious of disobeying while in the very act of doing just that. So there is real obedience here again coming out that Baba, whatever Baba says, we should follow without any question of why and what, blind obedience. During the public darshan program at Mohoba, Baba had the following message read out that afternoon. Throughout eternity, my message has been of love for God. If we love God wholeheartedly and honestly, we find Him within ourselves. So I give you my blessings that at least some of you may try to love God and find Him within you. Then my purpose of being among you will have been served. On the way to Mahaba, Baba stopped at Ganhari near the Kabrai railway station where he visited the village junior high school. He told the students there, for you students, two things are necessary: honesty and humility. By humility, I do not mean modesty, but that humility which upholds greatness. From Gohari, the road to Mehwa is just a dusty bullock cart track. The car and bus bounced so much on this road that it was feared the vehicle's springs might give out any moment. On the way, Baba provided all with a slapstick humor. He ordered the car to stop, and Kumar, whose duty it was to escort Baba, ran out from the bus to the car in case Baba was getting down. Just as just as Kumar neared the car, Baba ordered the driver to start again. So Kumar returned to the bus, but just as he got there, Baba stopped again. Once more, Kumar had to run back to the car, and once again, just as he got there, it started up. This time, however, Kumar jumped and managed to land on the carrying rack at the back of the car, where he hung on as the car lurched lurched over the roads. Finally, Baba stopped the car and, in a delightful mood, asked Kumar to go back and rejoin the others in the bus. As Baba's car drove along the road, he passed Janak, who was cycling the 16 kilometers from Meheba to Maheva. Baba had the car stopped, and Arash asked Janak, Arash called Janak over. Baba asked him where he was going. Janak replied that he was on his way to Maheva to attend the program that Baba to attend the program that night. Didn't I tell you to go straight to Allahabad? Baba demanded. Janak suddenly realized his mistake and simply folded his hands to Baba, standing there in embarrassed silence. Seeing Janak too overcome to speak, Baba compassionately prompted him. Ask for my forgiveness, which Janak then did. Immediately, Baba forgave him and gave him a new order, which was to attend the program at Maheva that night. See Baba's compassion. He not only forgave, but even reminds us to ask for his forgiveness so that he can be freed from the consequences of our mistake. So that we can be freed from the consequences of our mistakes.
Yeah, maybe Ashish will read for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
definitely.
Ashokji. Yeah, I'll just sort it. Yeah.
Thank you
Jai
for
Baba.
the
Okay, Baba.
Baba reached Mahwa
No,
a
the
little
title,
late.
Baba Hears, it's a
Yeah,
subtitle.
Baba hears a Baba hears a lover's silent hearing. Baba reached Mahwa a little before sunset on the evening of February 9. A small crowd of people had gathered to welcome Baba. Spontaneously, Baba on his own decided to sit with his group for a while, giving darshan to those assembled. He looked happy, and his presence excluded a feeling of tender human closeness. At the end of this improp, uh, improp, impromptu darshan, Baba looking
Impromptu darshan.
lovingly at the
Impromptu, without any schedule, without any plan, sudden.
uh,
So
yeah
impromptu. Yeah. Ah,
impromptu darshan.
Jai Baba. Ashi, it is exuded. That means it is not excluded. Can you read that again? He looked happy.
yes. Yes.
Um, Okay, let me start from beginning.
No, you
Baba
can
reached
start from
Mehwa.
here. He looked
Okay,
okay, sure.
he looked happy, and his presence excluded a feeling of tender human
Exuded. No. You again read it wrong. Exuded.
excluded
Exuded is basically was
exude
full of.
exuded
Yeah,
exuded
exuded. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
exuded a feeling of tender human closeness. At the end of this impromptu darshan, Baba looked lovingly at the crowd and gestured, "It is your great fortune that my tour of Hamirpur area is ending here at Mahwa." Perhaps this was a prophetic hint of the unique drama which was to unfold later that night. Previously, Baba had told Keshav Nigam that he wanted a selected few of his lovers to keep a vigil that night, staying awake until the early hours of the morning. This was to take place at Mehrastana. Astana literally means a threshold, a wooded hilltop about half mile or so outside the village of Mehwa itself. There a small clearing had been made and a kuti in bracket hut constructed for Baba in November 1952 at the time of Baba's first visit to Mehwa. This had been done so that Baba could stay near the village and yet have a secluded place to retire to. Keshav, according to Baba's instructions, had prepared a list of those who were invited to participate in the night vigil. As people arrived for the program, all those who had not been selected were asked to cooperate by returning to the village, which they did, which they did, although some of them naturally went back disappointed. Baba arrived well before 9 and took his seat on a specially prepared gadi in the kuti. He
think
emphasized to the
if
mandali.
I can, yeah, Ashish,
Mhm.
I have an announcement to make, and I think we will not be able to give full justice. This is a very important sequence that we are going to see. This is highest of the, I mean, the declaration of Avtar Meher Baba Ki Jai. So we will stop here. I have an
Okay.
announcement to make about tomorrow, and we will continue from this point so that there is continuity next week on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, Jai Baba.
So sorry for the abrupt and very brief reading opportunity, but you can read the next time. The announcement I have is tomorrow we are, oh, Ravi left. Tomorrow we have a session at 8 o'clock with Dr. What's his name? Sorry. He's a
Dr.
doctor
Vasudev.
from Dr. Vasudev from Satara, who is driving an initiative to set up a center to celebrate the anniversary of the happened close to Satara. He has procured land and he's setting up all of this in consultation with the trust. So we'd like all of you to participate in that presentation and give your opinions and support to this cause. So he's again a second generation Baba lover. So first we'll hear about him, and then we'll hear about his project. And this is work. The project is working along with the trust. So he's done it in coordination and with the consent of the trust. So we just want you to join in this, especially at
Jai
his
Baba Kaki.
request.
Uh,
Yeah.
Your voice is some not. I don't know if only for me, but the voice is not getting clear actually.
Is it?
Uh,
no,
Can you
your
hear it
voice is
now?
clear.
Yes,
Jai Baba.
voice
Jai
was
Baba.
not very clear. Yeah, now go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Kama, you want to repeat what I said
No, Jai,
quickly?
Jai Baba. I just wanted to ask one question. We just join on the same Teams platform, or is there
Yes,
a
yes.
separate?
Same team, same link. I will send, and we will start at 8 a.m. But I will open it at 7:30 so we can, you know, talk casually and discuss amongst ourselves like we always do. But he will join at 8, and then we will probably take an hour. Yeah. So tomorrow we don't have a reading, but we have a very important session that I'd like all of you to join.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
sure.
Thank you very
Okay, Jai,
much.
Jai Baba.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Jai
I'll
Baba.
just give support to what Karthik just said. Basically, Dr. Vasudeva was a second generation Baba lover who has been instrumental in getting the land around the accident in Satara, Uttara. It took a very long time, a lot of challenges as usual. Anything you're doing with Baba, but finally has been able to procure the land. Plus, also discussed with the Mayor Baba Trust because they are the ones who will be able to supervise and monitor the place on a long term basis. but Dr. Vasudeva has now procured the land, and he's also got the initial architecture. They want to create some kind of infrastructure out there, because right now it's basically an open highway and just a board out there. So it's very difficult for people to go out there and actually sit down and meditate or able to experience that area. So 2026 December will be the 70th anniversary. So there is going to be a lot of uh, probably they are going to arrange some programs, but unless the infrastructure is built, it will be difficult to have a big gathering. So there's a budget of about 50 lakhs. And unfortunately, this has not been publicized because he's not a very public person. But I think it's imperative that if we and all the other Baba lovers who are interested in knowing about this place and visiting this place in the future can understand what's going on at the current moment. And so tomorrow, he will give a presentation, and you are free to ask him any kind of question that comes to your mind. So with that, we can. I think we have asked him to come at about 8 o'clock in the morning. So probably between 7:30 and 8. Karthik, you have anything that you would like to
Yeah, I'll
discuss
think
during
of
the
something. I'll think of something. We will either do a special reading or we will have a discussion. We will join at 7:30 as usual. And I will
maybe
send a
what we can
reminder.
do is maybe we can also read about the Uttara accident, about the
Yeah,
background,
yeah,
and I think that will
sure.
give us a good
Context before we get
background
in.
context
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
So if any of you have any questions now, feel free to ask, or you can wait till tomorrow.
Anyway, I
Jai
got
Baba.
I got to run, but please attend without fail, and please share with your city and other groups the invitation that I will send out later today, so that more and more people can know about this. This will be recorded, and we'll share the YouTube video as well. Please share that also when you receive it. We are trying to help him, who's genuinely trying to raise money for just an important cause. Okay. With that, I'm ending
Um,
the session
Karthik,
today.
one more thing. Should
Yeah,
Karthik, should we just attach that the
yeah,
PPT
I
that
will
he
send that.
sent along with
I
that
will send
thing?
that. No,
Yeah.
the PPT,
Okay.
let's not send. PPT will send afterwards. Let there be
Okay.
a element of surprise. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
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 Great.
Thank you very
Jai
much,
Baba.
everybody. Jai
Jai
Baba.
Yeah,
Baba, Jai
Yeah,
Baba.
Ashok,
Jai
anything
Baba.
urgent? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
please.
nothing urgent, but thank you, KQ, Karthik Kama Krishnamurthy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Jai Baba. Avtar Meher
Jai,
Baba ki jai.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.